Welcome to 365 Days in the Word, a daily journey through Scripture. Today we read the book of Genesis, chapters 7 to 9. Genesis chapter 7. The Lord said to Noah, "You and your entire household go into the ark, for you alone I have seen to be righteous before me among this generation. Take with you 7 each of every clean animal, the male and its female, and 2 each of every unclean animal, the male and its female, and 7 each of birds of the air, the male and its female, to keep offspring alive on the face of all the earth. In 7 days I will cause it to rain on the earth for 40 days and 40 nights, and every living thing that I have made I will destroy from the face of the earth." And Noah did according to all that the Lord had commanded him. Noah was 600 years old when the flood waters came upon the earth. And Noah went with his sons and his wife and his son's wife into the ark because of the flood waters. Everything that creeps on the land, from clean and unclean animals and birds, came in 2 by 2, male and female, to Noah into the ark, as God had commanded. After 7 days, the waters of the flood were on the earth. In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the 2nd month, on the 17th day of the month, the same day, all the fountains of the great deep burst open, and the floodgates of heavens were open. The rain fell upon the earth for 40 days and 40 nights. On the very same day, Noah and the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and Noah's wife, and all the wives of his sons with them, entered the ark. They and every wild animal according to its kind, and all the livestock according to their kind, and every creeping thing that creeps on the earth according to its kind, and every bird according to its kind. Every bird of every sort went with Noah into the ark, 2 by 2, of all flesh, in which was the breath of life. So they went in, male and female, of all flesh, just as God had commanded him. Then the Lord shut him in. The flood was on the earth 40 days, and the water increased and lifted up the ark, so that it rose up above the earth. The water prevailed and increased greatly upon the earth, and the ark floated on the surface of the water. The water prevailed exceedingly on the earth, and all the high mountains that were under the whole heaven were covered. The waters prevailed upward, and the mountains were covered 15 cubits deep. All flesh that moved on the earth died, birds and livestock and beasts and every creeping thing that crept on the earth, and every man, all in whose nostrils was the breath of life. All that was on the dry land died. So he blotted out every living thing which was on the face of the ground, both man and animals, and the creeping things and the birds of the heavens. They were blotted out from the earth. And only Noah and those who were with him in the ark remained alive. The waters prevailed on the earth for 150 days. Chapter 8. God remembered Noah and every living thing, and all the livestock that were with him in the ark. So God made a wind to pass over the earth, and the water receded. Also the fountains of the deep and the floodgates of heaven were closed, and the rain from the heavens were restrained. The water receded steadily from the earth, and after the end of 150 days, the waters decreased. The earth rested on the 7th month, on the 17th day of the month, on the mountains of Ararat. The water continually decreased until the 10th month. In the 10th month, on the first day of the month, the tops of the mountains became visible. At the end of 40 days, Noah opened the window of the ark which he had made, and he sent forth a raven, which went to and fro until the waters were dried up on the earth. Then he sent out a dove to see if the waters had subsided from the face of the ground, but the dove found no rest for the sole of her foot, so she returned to him into the ark. For the waters were on the surface of all the earth. Then he put forth his hand and took her, and brought her into the ark himself. He waited yet another 7 days, and again he sent out the dove from the ark. The dove came to him in the evening, and in her mouth there was a freshly plucked olive leaf. So Noah knew that the waters had receded from the earth. He waited another 7 days and sent out the dove again, but it did not return to him again. So in the 601st year, in the 1st month, the 1st day of the month, the waters were dried up from the earth. And Noah removed the covering of the ark and looked and saw the surface of the ground was dry. In the 2nd month, on the 27th day of the month, the earth was dry. Then God spoke to Noah, saying, Go out of the ark, you and your wife, and your sons and your son's wife with you. Bring out with you every living thing of all flesh that is with you, birds and animals, and every creeping thing that creeps on the earth, so that they may breed abundantly on the earth, and be fruitful and multiply on the earth. So Noah and his sons and his wife and his sons' wives went out. Every beast, every creeping thing, every bird, and everything that moves on the earth, according to their families, went out of the ark. Then Noah built an altar to the Lord, and took of every clean animal and of every clean bird, and offered burnt offerings on the altar. The Lord smelled a soothing aroma, and the Lord said in his heart, I will never again curse the ground because of man, for the inclination of man's heart is evil from his youth. Nor will I again destroy every living thing as I have done. While the earth remains, seed time and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, and day and night will not cease. Chapter 9. Then God blessed Noah and his sons, and said to them, Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the earth. Every beast of the earth, and every bird of the sky, and all that moves on the earth, and all the fish of the sea will fear you and be terrified of you. They are given into your hand. Every moving thing that lives will be food for you. I give you everything, just as I gave you the green plant. Only you shall not eat flesh with its life, that is its blood. But for your own life blood, I will surely require a reckoning from every animal. I require it. Of man too will I require a reckoning for human life. Of every man for that of his fellow man. Whoever sheds the blood of man, by man shall his blood be shed. For God made man in his own image. And as for you, be fruitful and multiply, increase abundantly in the earth and multiply in it. God spoke again to Noah and to his sons with him, saying, As for me, I establish my covenant with you and with your descendants after you, and with every living creature that is with you, the birds, the livestock, and every beast of the earth with you. Of all that comes out of the ark, every beast of the earth, I establish my covenant with you. Never again shall all flesh be cut off by the waters of a flood. Never again shall there be a flood to destroy the earth. Then God said, This is the sign of the covenant which I am making between me and you and every living creature that is with you for all future generations. I have set my rainbow in the cloud, and it shall be a sign of a covenant between me and the earth. When I bring a cloud over the earth, the rainbow will be seen in the cloud. Then I will remember my covenant, which is between me and you and every living creature of all flesh, and the waters will never again become a flood to destroy all flesh. The rainbow will appear in the cloud, and I will see it and remember the everlasting covenant between God and every living creature of all flesh that is on the earth. So God said to Noah, This is the sign of the covenant that I have established between me and all flesh that is on the earth. The sons of Noah who went forth from the ark were Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Ham was the father of Canaan. These were the three sons of Noah, and from them the whole earth was populated. Noah began to be a man of the soil, and he planted a vineyard. Then he drank some of the wine and became drunk, and lay uncovered in his tent. And Ham, the father of Canaan, saw the nakedness of his father, and told his two brothers outside. So Shem and Japheth took a garment and laid it upon both their shoulders, and went backward and covered the nakedness of their father. Their faces were turned away, and they did not see their father's nakedness. When Noah awoke from his wine and knew what his younger son had done to him, he said, Canaan be cursed. He will be a servant of servants to his brothers. He also said, Blessed be the God of Shem, and let Canaan be his servant. May God enlarge Japheth, and may he dwell in the tents of Shem, and may Canaan be his servant. Noah lived after the flood 350 years. All the days of Noah were 950 years, and then he died. Thank you for spending time in God's words today. Join us again tomorrow as we continue reading the Bible together. If this reading blessed you, consider subscribing for daily scriptures from 365 days in the Word. Remain blessed.